Alright, so I looked these cylinder heads up the other day. The casting number was 96. And when I looked them up, it says they're off a 1970 to 71 GTO. And the block has the 5.5 and the lifter valley. And it says that's a 455. So I'll have to get the rest of the casting numbers and get the date code. I guess it's right there. And we'll go from there. These heads look pretty decent. I'm just going to take the other one apart and go have them hot tanked, or just put them in a spray wash so I don't kill the seals. I might have to buy another set of valve stem seals depending on how intense they get cleaned. And yeah, so I got the camper over at the campground this morning, or yesterday. Actually got it set up. And it's parked over there for 2 months. Somebody wanted to know what lake it was on. It's Lake Beardsford, and it connects to the St. Johns River. So it's a good sized lake. It's not like Lake Monroe, but it's a decent sized body of water, and it connects into the St. Johns. So I dug the boat out yesterday, and got to clean this up. I put a floor in here not too long ago, and it doesn't look too bad, but it needs some glue on the carpet. And the seats are for shit, so I'm gonna go buy a set of seats and get some points for the motor. Usually takes a set of points, an oil change, and some plugs and a new battery. We'll start there and see if we can get this running today. I have 2 doctor's appointments, so got to do the fun stuff this morning, and then back on this afternoon. We get it cleaned up. We'll put some magic wax on there and make it look really nice. And we'll be set to take this over and put it in the water and see if it sinks or not. And if it floats really nice, I'm going to leave it at the marina there for a couple months while I got the motorhome over there. And I need to get another trailer, or assess this one once I get it in the water. This roller started going bad. It's a roller trailer, and those things are expensive. It's like $21 for each little roller thing. So I like to change it over to bunks, or maybe buy a different trailer. Andrew says I should just buy another boat, but I like this boat. It's paid for, and everything, works fine. It's a good Florida boat for the water where you can see the shore. It's not like you're going out in the ocean. And stuff's pretty decent. I got this from a guy that was from Wisconsin. When I blew my arm up, I traded my motorcycle for this. Probably not the best trade I ever made in the world, but I knew I lost money on it. But I probably would have killed myself if I would have kept riding the motorcycle. So you have to weigh stuff out sometimes. So, but that's what's going on. I got this other head to pull apart. We'll get that going, and then I'll take them and have them cleaned up a little bit. I got to order a gasket kit and stuff, and I'll take them over to DeLand Auto Parts and let them spray clean them. And I'll buy all the gaskets from Junebug, because they have Felpro stuff over there. And then I got to get the intake manifold cleaned and a few other items. But the motor doesn't need a whole lot. The distributor will be the hold up. I don't know if probably just try to buy one here. I guess it'd be quicker than having one shipped from Canada. But yeah, so that's what's going on with this. I got the stuff moved yesterday. The motorhome's out of the way. Got the boat out. I have to get the Bronco moved, and it's super heavy. So I'm probably going to pull it straight back and then fish the Ventura out and get it in here and get it cut up so I can make a car out of it, and be one less project. Whether it's painted or not, it'll be all welded up. Somebody was asking about cutting the frame rails and all that out of this, and I don't know, I think this is the easiest way to do it. All the strength of the car is right in the rockers, and this pillar right here is pretty another point that's pretty strong on the car. But I don't think it'll be a big deal. I've done this a couple times, believe it or not, and being that it has frame connectors, it sort of links the car together. And like I said, we'll probably put a small bar in here. And we'll just weld some pads in on the floor right there and keep it tight and attach it to this quarter panel to the hoop. And that should tighten the car up pretty good. We'll put a swing outdoor bar in there and be done with it. If it needs that, if I weld it all together and the door shut good and everything looks good, it'll be a done deal. But yeah, I thought about cutting the skins off these quarter panels and then skinning the floor. But when you start looking at that car, man, it needs the rear piece, it needs the floor, the deck lid's toast, and both these quarter panels are brand new. So I sort of wanted to use the quarter panels. Now what I'm thinking about doing is leaving all the inner structure from the other car and just welding the outer here. And I think that will be a much easier way to do it. Just clean the quarter panel off the other car, and when I make the cut, incorporate this somehow. So it's just you don't really have a final decision until you get the other car over here and you start cleaning both of them, and then you can get an idea of what you want to do. Just so I cut this rocker a little further than that one, and I was going to sleeve these and do the rockers, but I think it'd be a lot stronger if I cut this rocker out of the quarter panel and slide the other rocker panel under here and then attach it into the floor. It'll make it a lot stronger. So it's just again, it's just getting the car over here and getting it apart and figuring out where to cut it. But we're definitely going to use these quarters. Being that they're brand new, I'm not going to throw those out. And everything in the front of the car is pretty decent, so we're going to use all that stuff too. So just try to recover the money that I put out for the parts that I didn't use on the Nova. I didn't use a whole lot of stuff off this on the Nova. I sort of used it for like a, this is the shit I need to buy kind of thing. But a lot of the stuff's different on this car than it is on the Nova, being that it's a different year, I guess. But the brakes are the same and the steering stuff's the same, but I have all that stuff. And I could probably steal the springs out of this, but I'm going to go ahead and just stay with these. The other car's got some small block springs. Those are some Moroso, big wheel stand springs. They're sort of loosey-goosey. But for a steak and shake car, it should be okay. I've had it on the ground. It's not too low. And the back's lowered also. That's why the springs have that re-arch in them. So, cat's clawing it up. So anyway, this is the pile of poo. I gotta get back on this. I need to take a break from this though. I'm gonna work on the Ventura. I need to get some help getting this in here. I'm sort of want to go on this one right now. It's only what I'm wanting to work on. And I got to get that boat going because, summertime, these kids want to have some fun. So hopefully they'll get it out of their system over there. And we'll be having some fun in the sun on the weekends. And, it gives me a place to go over there and work on the motorhome too. It's not so much that we're going to be staying there. Like we didn't stay there last night. It's just not too far from here, but I'm able to hook the 50 amps up to the motorhome and make sure everything works. And I want to try to figure out the furnace, which I can't seem to find how to turn that on, the heat, and just stuff like that. It's easier to work on it there. I can get on top of it. It's shady there. I'm going to seam seal the roof up. And just give it a once over. I haven't really serviced it since I bought it. I've taken 4 or 5 trips in it now, and I need to just clean it, the outside of it, detail it, and get it back into top shape. So, want to be in the video, Minnie Mouse? Chink. But that's what's happening. I'm gonna go and shut this off, and I never did get the convertible started yesterday, so I need to do that, and I blocked it in with the boat now. So, but that's where we're at. Gotta get this Mustang running too, and I'm probably going to take a car over to the campground and leave it over there, maybe the bus or something. So I got something to drive around over there. And yeah, that's about it. Get back on this later. We'll get this motor running, and hopefully it'll run pretty good. I cleaned the carpet up a little bit. I need a little glue here and there. I think I told you guys that. And this thing usually starts up and it's pretty dependable. It did break down one time, and Andrea won't go on it anymore now. So once they break down, she's like, new boat time. This is the interior out of the back of it. It's pretty decent. The side panels are total trash. That's the front pieces. So I'm gonna have to do something up here. I'm gonna have to cut some plywood and wrap it with some sunbrella, and then make a deck down here. I think I'm just gonna cover this with one piece. And I had another boat, I did that. I used to have two little seats that you can lounge on up here, but it's pretty tight anyway. And once you put the plywood up there and make that a deck, you can fish from the front of the boat. I can put like a fishing seat up here, or you know, you just throw a lawn chair up there and fish. I find it more useful when that's all covered anyway. So we'll have to do some of that. It's just little fix-it-up stuff, and I refuse to go buy a boat. I'm just not going to do it, just out of spite. But that stuff there will all clean up really good. I'll show you a little trick I learned on YouTube. And if you have a motorhome or a crapped out boat like this, it's the only way to go, because you can spend hours and hours trying to get that gel coat back, and you might never succeed. So short of painting it, which it really needs, the trick that I'll show you that another YouTuber showed me, it's no big secret, but it works really well, and we'll do that, and it'll be looking like a brand new boat when we're done in about 10-15 minutes. So it's and then we can run it through 150 consecutive car washes and it'll still shine. All right, guys, have a good one. Got some strange cat over here in my yard. I gotta, you know, do something with that. Big cat. Look at the size of that thing, man. Oh my gosh. Let me go.